Hello and welcome to this video. This video we're going to look at VR Sketch, which is a small extension which plugs into Sketchup, and it's one of those small applications which just does what it says on the tin. You just install it, small footprint, you open up your Sketchup model, and on the Sketchup toolbar you pick extensions, click on the application, and it opens up Steam and Windows VR, Windows Mixed Reality. You then simply put on your headset and you're into this environment. You can see we're in a warehouse here, the 3D or virtual warehouse, and the sun coming in the window, which is appropriate because I'm in my office and there's sun coming in the window of my office. So let's now turn around here, and I'm physically turning around, and we see we have a model below us, and this is the model that we just opened up. And I can manipulate the model by clicking on my controller, and I can bring it up and we can rotate it and have a look at it. And this is the model of the sitting room in my home, and there's been some changes to this, and this model was created to give me some sense of what these changes are going to be like. The work is not finished yet. The first steps have been taken, where the two smaller doors are being replaced by two single larger doors, and the wall between these two rooms, it used to be a two-room space, have been taken down to be a single space. So this opens a possibility to have a lounge space at the bottom, at the back, close to the garden. We can see into the garden. We've got south-facing sunshine, so you can see the sunshine sparkling in through the lights of the warehouse here. And we have a dining area in the center here, and then we have a sitting room space near the front, and we've also got our TV, so we can use a TV and sound system. And we have the old chimney breast there, which has been stripped down to its absolute minimum, and it's been plastered over as an option. One of the options, the other option is to take it away completely. And we have a stove using the existing flue, which is slightly offset. This enables us to move these objects further forward in the room and giving more space to make the room function better. So now if we want to get the full 3D immersion for this, what we do is use our controllers, and we select the object and we scale it. So as we scale it, now you can see our warehouse is gone and we're now in the model. And I'm going to scale it to a scale which corresponds to the real world. And for me, it's about 1.2 to 1. And so I'm at one end of the room now, and we can see we have the couch. And I'm going to just adjust the floor so that the floor corresponds where my feet are. And I get the sense of being in a room where I can sit down. Now, if I sit back here, I'm going to sit on the ground. There is a small boundary here that I can see in my headset, but you can see, and it represents where the room is, so I know I can't go beyond the boundary because I'll hit the wall or hit some object in the room. And if you have a larger physical space, you can do more maneuvering and more walking around in the room. I'm going to grab my office chair and I'm going to put it in the place where the couch is there, if I have the room for it. Yeah, I think I just about have. I'm going to just going to bring that back a little bit. So that's about right now, and I have the chair beside me, so I'm just going to sit down now, and it feels like I'm just sitting onto that couch because I'm surrounded with this room. Now it does give a tremendous perspective as to how the room is going to look when it's designed, and even before we took the wall out and the doors, I had a lot of this work done. And the room actually has turned out exactly like you can expect it to be from this from this model. So it's an extremely flexible tool. These two controllers can be used to manipulate some of the models as well. So if I click on one, you can see the tools that are up there are some of the tools that are in Sketchup, and I'm going to take the move one here, and I'm going to now reach out while I'm sitting on the couch. Reach out and hold that table and move it over a little bit. so that will enable me to just walk past it. So now I'm going to stand up and I'm just going to move around within the room space that I've got, and I can walk around like that. Now I'm standing up and I can teleport. I'm going to change this back to the teleport option. I can teleport back to a different location by simply holding that. I'm going to go into the garden and I'm going to look back into the house by turning around and making sure my floor level is right, and that gives a sense of what the space is going to be. So it's an extremely useful tool. The other benefit is when files are saved, they're saved as SketchUp files. Any changes that are made, once you go back to the desktop version of SketchUp, you can see the modifications made on that file. You can adjust them more from there and you can save it. So a highly recommended application if you have any design needs and you have a VR capability. So thanks for watching. I hope you found this video interesting, and feel free to comment.